Hi, this is Karen from the Mindful Earthkeeper, and I'm here today on a special solstice, summer solstice meditation. What we're going to be doing is trying to connect with some of our intentions and goals for the next 6 months. So before we start the Shamata meditation, I would like to suggest that you figure out or think about what seems like you would like to achieve it in the next 6 months. What are goals you might have? Is there anything important to you that I'm sorry, I'm muting people while I'm talking just to make sure that you can hear this as well as possible, so that you can really fully embody this next 6 months. And so if you have any intentions for what you would like to achieve, be, or feel in the next 6 months, just think about those right now. I'll give you like a 20 seconds or 30 seconds to do that before we start into the Shamatha meditation. I know some of the people on this call have gone through the Shamatha meditation with me before, but I'm going to just reintroduce it as I do most of the time that we do it. And I'm going to set a timer now for 10 minutes. I do want to say if at any time this gets uncomfortable for you or it doesn't feel like it's good for you to do this meditation, feel free to jump off this call. And if you're someone who's listening to this as a recording somewhere, I just wanted to say what I told some of the people who just joined the call is that we're going to be doing a little bit of a visioning process. So if you want to have some paper, a journal, or a laptop ready for afterwards, we'll do that. Again, you don't have to do that. So let's go ahead and get into the Shamata meditation posture, which is sitting up straight. It's sort of straight, a little bit more rigid than maybe some other meditation. You're trying to keep your head straight up as if you had a string pulling your head up. And then your feet are really firmly planted in the ground as if you're a tree. So you have both roots in the ground and your head is flying up like branches into the sky. And then you just allow yourself to relax into this very focused posture, if you can imagine that. So you can, if you want to, place your hands on your knees. Now, if you're sitting on a meditation cushion, it's the same thing. Instead, your sit bones are pointed down and you're grounded that way. And for us, then we're going to start to look downward, allow our gaze to just gently focus downward, 3 to 6 feet in front of you, allowing yourself to feel really connected with your body. And you just begin to notice your breathing. Notice how it feels moving in and out. The recommended posture is to focus on your nose, but you can focus on any aspect of your breathing through this meditation. It's also recommended that you can have your mouth slightly open and just have your tongue resting on the top of your mouth. But if that's not comfortable with you, you can breathe in different ways. I tend to keep my mouth closed a little bit. But just go ahead and notice your breathing. All we're going to be doing during this meditation is being with our breath. And I'm going to give you a few more instructions for the next few minutes, but then you'll be on your own. We'll be breathing in together, noticing our breath. And if at any time your thoughts start to overcome your focus on your breathing, just return and just let go of your thoughts. And really, most likely you will have your thoughts come in. And that's totally expected and welcomed. If you're unfamiliar with shamatha meditation, it's an ancient Tibetan Buddhist practice. It's said to have been passed on down from the Buddha to his disciples. And each person who teaches it imparts a transmission. And I was taught by Susan Piper. I was certified in 2018. I like to think that I'm offering you a transmission as well. But what's most important is that you're just here with yourself, being with your breathing, feeling what it is like to be a human being on this planet, the miracle of that, and the commonness of that in a way. You don't have to change your breathing in any way. You can just notice your breathing. And if you like, some of you have been doing this meditation with me for a while, you can just notice if there is any space between your thoughts. Notice what the energy and the quality of that space is. Because your thoughts will undoubtedly arise. But it doesn't matter if you can't notice any space between thoughts. I'm going to mute myself actually because there's some loud noises here. So we're just going to go ahead and pay attention to our breathing for the next 2 or 3 minutes before I come back. You just have a few minutes left. And if you've been thinking about your to-do list or any other way, gone down to noticing your thoughts, see if you can come back to your breathing. I don't know if you heard that bell, but that means that our 10 minutes is up and you can let go of the posture and just return. I'm muting you. Um, but what we'll be doing next, and I'm going to record this, and then if you want to leave right now, you're totally welcome to leave. But if you want to keep going on, I'm going to ask you a few questions and talk about a little bit about the idea of goals and what might be best for you at this time in your life. And I want to say something that I think is true for almost everyone in the Mindful Earthkeeper community, which is that each of you are a way shower. You're a map maker, a pathfinder, and what you do matters in the world. And I want to support whatever you want to do in the next 6 months. And so we're going to tap into our intuition. Now that we've just gone through Shamata, which I think of as almost like a cleansing meditation where it allows us to really listen to ourselves, we're just going to be doing sort of this intuitive writing in a sense. You can do it by hand. I really recommend it. Um, and I know some of you have to leave. Thank you for letting me know. And then we will just go ahead and write that down. So let's start if you want to do this with me. And we'll start with the first question. What does your intuition tell you is important in the next 6 months for you? And it can be how to feel, what to do, anything. So just go ahead and let yourself, I'm going to do it with you. And so you go ahead and let yourself write down the answers to this. And allow yourself to be surprised by what you write. And this next question, and you can keep working on the first question, but the next question is, after writing what you wrote in the first question, are there any goals that are important in the next 6 months to you that are associated with that, what you think is coming in? So it might be something specific like write a book, or it might be go on vacation for a month, whatever it might be. So just go ahead and let yourself write whatever goals come to you. And then before I go into the next question, I just wanted to talk about how some of us know exactly what we need to do and we've been doing it for a long time. So you might not have new goals. You might not have huge vision for what the next 6 months is about. So instead of focusing on achievement or goals, it's probably more important for you to focus on who you are. And so this is the question. The third question is, do you need to focus on how you shine, on how you show up in the world? And what will you choose to be? Will you choose to be happy? Will you choose to be peaceful? Will you choose to be angry? So some people might even need to do that if they're an activist. So the question is, what kind of presence do you want to have while you move through the next 6 months? And you can keep writing that or either of the three questions as we go on, because you'll always be able to come back to this if you're here right now with me and just re-listen to this if you want to. And then the final question is, what next steps could you start in the next month to align with your goals that we've talked about, or intentions, either one, with the highest expression of yourself? So we kind of were asking, what is that highest expression of yourself in the last question? So how do we align two and three together? What might be necessary? And it can be something as simple as saying, well, I'm going to meditate every day, or I'm going to drink more water, whatever it might be for you. And so go ahead and put those down. And I hope you've enjoyed this simple little practice. I'm going to turn off the recording now so those of us who are here can talk if we want to. I hope you have a wonderful solstice and a wonderful next 6 months through this summer solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere to December 21st, which is our winter solstice, but the summer solstice if you're in Australia or someplace like that. So thank you again for being part of the Mindful Earthkeeper community in whatever way it is, whether it's through some kind of social media, YouTube, or actually in our community. And I always encourage you, if you'd like to do more with us, just to join with our email newsletter. And thank you very much.